Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well and hope you had a great week. Today we're in the world of Newcrest, building on this 40 by 30 lot, and we are building a home called Noir Haven, which is a very sleek kind of ultra modern all black home, at least on the exterior. And there will be things like a pool, some gardening spaces, and a hot tub in the backyard. But before we dive into that, I do want to quickly talk about some Sims news. So there are two new kits coming this week on May 14th. They are the Lady Bridgerton's Masquerade Ballroom Kit and Masquerade Ball Fashion Kit. And then there is also a bundle of those two kits called the Masquerade Ball Bundle Kit, which includes 3 exclusive items, which is a gazebo, a grand piano, and a baby bassinet. Not only that, there is a login event reward happening on May 12th for the next 4 weeks, which will have additional items that you can grab for free by completing different tasks. You know, we've had those before with some different items. But if you are picking up the Ballroom Bundle Kit, or any of the new kits, feel free to use my creator code. Here's how you do that. I do greatly appreciate it, and it goes to support me as a creator. You will also get a 5% off discount by using my creator code, so that is always a plus. I am also hosting a giveaway over on Instagram for the Ballroom Bundle Kit, or the Masquerade Ball Bundle Kit, rather. I will put a link to that in the video description. I will also put a link to the official news article, which kind of shows off the pack a bit more, including the items that are coming with the login event. So just in case you missed that or didn't happen to see that, that'll be in the video description below. But yeah, let's focus on the build. So I wanted to have a special area that was for the stairs, kind of almost like a tower. So that is kind of like jutted off the side of the build. Then I have a lot of glass walls throughout, which I use as windows in different parts. I don't think I used any real windows in this build. They're all just glass wallpapers and glass walls. We do add a bunch of different skylights on the roof line. And now I'm just figuring out the landing to the second story, trying to kind of cover that little black bit from the stairs poking up there. So I ended up doing this L-shaped bit here, which will be nice. We do put a little table there at the end. And yeah, just doing some lighting now on the interior. And there are 2 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms total. The one is kind of like a powder room on the first floor down here. And then the other 2 are full like bathrooms. Just figuring out some spaces up here and different things. And we do some additional lighting in here. I do kind of build in a closet in this one little archway space. And then I put another archway in the primary bathroom, which you will see why when we get to that. But basically it's to create like a little like shower stall kind of thing. So yeah, just extending out the front elevation here a bit. So there's kind of a long walkway that goes up to the house itself. And I was thinking about making like a glass roof thing with that roof piece above the door there, but I deleted it because the roof trim was sticking through the wall and I didn't want to have like different roof trim. I wanted it to be all the same and kind of matchy-matchy. So we just decided not to do that and made it flat instead, which is okay. We're now hiding a chimney with some half walls here, and the chimney just runs up the side here. We do actually put in a fireplace, though that's not really featured in the living room itself. It's more in the dining room. But it's still kind of part of the living room, dining room space combined. They're just one giant room. The same thing with the kitchen, which will be off the back of the build there. So it's basically like a giant open concept home. And there are like beams there, which I guess if you want to think about it, they were actually once walls, maybe. But this house has basically been renovated into what it is now. You could do it like that. Or I was kind of thinking when I was building it that it would be like a bachelor Sims pad kind of thing, but there is like an extra bedroom, which is more stylized for like a teen boy or girl. So I don't know, maybe they're like a single dad kind of thing. I don't know. That's kind of what I was thinking in my head. We do bring some of this black kind of wallpaper on the inside, and then I accented a bit with some warm woods, at least on the main floor. Upstairs, I do a little bit differently. But we still have some of those darks and kind of accents and stuff. But if you do like this build and you like what you see, you can find it on the Sims 4 gallery. Here is the gallery listing. My EA ID is just TheSimified, so you can find it out there as well as all of my other creations. But this home can be yours. It's 81,831 simoleons, and I used 22 packs and kits combined. overall, so it's not a very pack friendly build by any means, but I wanted to use a variety of different objects and things from different packs and kits to kind of decorate the interior spaces. So there's quite a bit. But yeah, the backyard has a swimming pool with a diving board, which I believe the diving board came with adventure weights. I do have some gardening. There is also a butterfly kind of house sanctuary thing where you can kind of like collect butterflies. That also came with adventure weights. But I thought, you know what? I haven't really used that much recently, so I thought that would be a great item to include. And then there is also a little bee house out there too. So I kind of imagine they would be very into gardening, the Sims that would live here, but also just they have a really nice backyard too. Not only that, there is also a kind of like an in-ground hot tub, which also came with adventure weights, but I've elevated a bit on a platform. We're now putting together the bathrooms on the upper floor here, both of them actually. They both have the same kind of like colored fixtures, but I went for different colors overall in them, and the one is kind of off the hallway, but this is actually off of the primary bedroom, so they kind of have their own one here. But yeah, it's weird how I kind of like furnished the whole room before I did any of the wallpaper, but I think that's okay. I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I kind of just put all the pieces in there. Yeah, just resizing the little glass divider there to kind of fit better in the archway to kind of make it look like it's a sliding door that's been left open. And don't worry, Sims will walk right through that. It's like it's not even there. So it's fully functional, fully accessible, no issues there. We're now doing some more simple kind of plain wall paint. And speaking of paint, there was no video last week. I don't know if you noticed, but just in case you didn't, or maybe you did, there was no video last week. I took the weekend off because I was doing some in real life painting, which I have to say is not fun. It's not as easy as The Sims, and somehow I always end up with paint on me, no matter how careful you are. I was trying to be very careful, but somehow I ended up with on my sleeves of my t-shirt, and I got it on my sweatpants. So I have to get another pair of sweatpants because I tried scrubbing it out and everything, and it just wouldn't come out. At least it came off my hands, so that's always a plus. But yeah, I don't know how I'm so messy with actual like real paint. But yeah, at least that's done. It looks really nice now having a fresh coat of paint and everything. Like it just freshens up the space a bit, but man, it's not easy. It took two full days to do. So it's quite a bit, because then you have to like tape things off and that you don't want painted, and there's just a whole process to it. I wish it was as easy as The Sims, where you can kind of just like cover over it with some kind of like build mode editor. That'd be so nice, but unfortunately it's not like that. But yeah, so this is the second bedroom here. I kind of made it like they were into fitness, but also they have this beautiful like desk area that's kind of surrounded by not only the glass walls, but there is a glass skylight above. So that'll be really nice, especially like it brings in like the moonlight and stuff at night. So it's really nice. I do tone down the glass walls here a bit. So yeah, I mean, I do keep the archway, but I do think we shrink it a bit because there's still a ton of natural light that comes in through the skylight. So we do kind of change that a little bit as the build kind of goes on. Though I do realize that I forgot to paint the interior of it. So it actually has the exterior like wall paint when I did like kind of change the glass walls over there. But then I'm like, actually, that kind of looks good in a weird way. So I left it that way. So you'll see that in the screenshots. But yeah, just doing the downstairs like half bath right now, just quickly borrowing and matching some of the stuff I already used. And now we're doing some different like clutter and decorations around the house. I did put in this record player, this like hanging fruit thing in the kitchen, this little like bird thing on the fireplace, a spice rack, and then a knife block as well, just decoration. And then we're putting in the dish rack by the kitchen sink. We do slot it in a dishwasher. I put some dishes above it, kind of like they need to be put away or something. And then this grocery bag I just put on top of the fridge because we're going to add a coffee maker in here, as well as some decorative cookies. And then there is also this kettle over here for tea, which I actually did put out in the kitchen. And then I put a bonsai tree over in the giant window, which is off to the side of the kitchen. And that actually brings in a lot of light to the kitchen. I mean, not like a lot of light, but it is nice to have a window in that corner. So yeah, just trying to place the little like soap and sponge thing. And I do add bar stools to the kitchen island, and then we put a rug underneath the dining room table. And using tulle, I just resized a little bit so it fit a bit better with the space. I was thinking about not doing a rug underneath, but then I thought it looked weird without like a rug there. So I just decided, because like there's a rug in the living room, and I just thought there's just way too many rugs in this space, but it's fine. I think it looks great. And I did change the color of the stairs in the stairwell area. And then we add a tall like lamp in the one bedroom, and then a lamp, or well, actually not a lamp, but a ceiling light that goes down the center of the staircase. And this is where I changed out the windows of the glass walls in that bedroom there. And I did bring up the little like flat roof bit from the front entryway just to kind of bring some symmetry there. And there's just a small balcony that is accessible. There's just a chair out there, but you could easily add like a telescope or whatever else you want. I didn't add the telescope because I find that I do that quite a bit. So I was like, let's not do that this time. Let's focus on some other objects and things that I don't normally use in the backyard. So we're now putting together the backyard, and I was trying to find some different things. So there goes the bee box, and then there's the diving board. And then I do come back and add the butterfly kind of house thing that you can see, that big square thing. We do add a fire pit as well with some seating and then some loungers here too. So that's very nice put together backyard. There is no like gates or anything to lock access to the backyard. I just have a fence kind of surrounding it, almost in like a C shape. And then there are 6 planting gardening beds that your Sims can use to garden if they so choose, or I don't know, do whatever they want with it. You could take it up and do something else with it if you want. I'm now doing some terrain painting where I did some stone kind of walkways and some stone underneath the fire pit there. And now we're doing some terrain painting of what will become garden beds that kind of just surround the house. Which actually looks really nice on camera. Like it's so smooth when it's sped up like this, but like in real life, it was such a slow process. Maybe not that slow, I guess, because there really isn't that much of an area to paint, but it just looks so much nicer when it's sped up. We're now putting together the trees, and I borrowed some from Adventure Awaits, but also just base game kind of stuff. So we have a variety of different flowers and stuff going in the flower beds, and it looks really nice in the end, I think. Just trying to find some more trees. I did build this in Newcrest, so maybe not the best place, but it is a nice little location, and it's a decent sized lot. I wasn't really sure where else to build either. I was thinking about Henford on Bagley, but I always seem to build there because it's like one of my favorite worlds. So I've been kind of wanting to do some other worlds and stuff and build in them instead of always Henford. Though with the Bridgerton kit coming out next week, we'll probably be back in Ondarian. I was like, wait, what is that world called? But yeah, it's Ondarian. That came with Royalty and Legacy, and we're probably going to do something that incorporates the new Masquerade Ball bundle kit, where we're going to build something that has like a proper like Bridgerton-esque ballroom. So look out for that. Make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already for that. So yeah, that shall be fun. It'll be nice to kind of venture into that. I've already finished Bridgerton myself, so yeah, just kind of patiently awaiting the next season if there is going to be one. I'm not sure. I don't think I've done any reading on that. But I am all current, so yeah. We are almost finished with the build, just finishing up some terrain paint underneath some of the shrubs and trees and things like that. But all in all, it's a very quick and nice put together build. So yeah, we are now finished. And this is Noir Haven. Really nice little house. I think I love that you can see both floors from the front elevation there. And then I just love the use of the skylights throughout. That just bring in a bunch of natural light. And the backyard, I think, is probably my favorite. It's very simple, but it also has like everything, maybe except for like a playground. But it does have a nice backyard. I didn't do any like grilling or anything because I don't know, I'm not really big into that personally, but you could easily add a barbecue grill or like an outdoor kitchen if you so wanted to. there's plenty of space out there for that. But the main focus was the interior of the house and just having something else in the backyard. So as you can see, this is the beautiful living space and living room and dining room and kitchen all together in one big open space. And then this is the downstairs powder room. And then we move upstairs. This is the little hallway area with like a little table and some family photos and portraits. This is the second floor bathroom, like the hallway bath. This is the primary bedroom. Very nice light and area. There is a skylight in this bedroom as well. And then we move into the primary bath, which is all black. And of course, there's a skylight here too, to cast this beautiful light shadow over the bathroom. And then this is the secondary bedroom. But I do hope you enjoyed this speed build. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to enter the giveaway I'm hosting on Instagram, links in the video description below. But that's all I had for this video. I do thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon with another build.